What is going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're doing tactics from real life. Now today we're doing Hyypia under Brighton. Let's get straight into it. So this tactic had potential in my opinion. It really did work well, but we just conceded too many goals. With the right players, the right management, with this formation, maybe things could have happened. I don't know about you fellow Brighton fans, but really to me it was a really interesting formation, and I reckon it could have worked well. But let's get straight into it. In goal, obviously with David Stockdale, we had a sweeper keeper. His job was basically to stick as a goalkeeper, obviously, but then actually go to charge down the ball. You know, if the ball came loose from Duncan Greer, he would literally run in and get the ball clear, basically sweeping up behind the defence. In terms of the full-backs, we had complete wing-backs. Now, this was the key to this formation. Mason Bennett or Calderon would literally be here, but they'd be here. They'd be there, they'd be literally all over this left wing. The left wing would be theirs. And because we're so central, they've got so much room to manoeuvre. It did catch us out a few times, however, if Forster Kasky come across, or Crofts come across on defending-wise, literally, they can run down that full-back position, and they would literally have so much time and space, they could be devastating, which they actually were. If Calderon was a bit younger and Joe Bennett was a bit quicker, maybe things could have come out a little bit better. Now, in terms of the centre-backs, I've had a little shape around. I put Gordon Greer as ball-playing defender and Lewis Dunk as limited. Now, this is because Gordon has the ability to knock a ball. Although he's slow, he makes mistakes, guys, you have to admit he can pick out a pass. And when we're attacking, you often find him literally sitting in this area here, and the crosses he can put in is actually really good for a guy like him. Now, I put Lewis Dunk as limited. Now, limited is basically the same role as the ball playing. However, limited is where he just clears it. I put him as a limited because, let's be honest, his passing is abysmal. He tries it, but it is abysmal. They tried doing direct passes. I'm a big fan of the possession. They should have kept possession. That's one thing they should have done here. But Lewis does try to play those balls. But he's had a really good season, so I can't really bring him down too much. In terms of the CDM, Rowan Ince normally played in that position, or Holler. Now, this would be a half-back. Now, a half-back is basically on the attack, he sits as a centre-mid. On defence, he sits as a centre-back. So, ineffectively, we were playing with 5 at the back on defence. And Rowan Ince being 6'4" is definitely effective in that little hole. Now, the two centre midfielders, I'd put Andrew Crofts and Jake Forster Kasky. Now, I'm getting a bit slated for putting Kasky in there, but I think Kasky's an alright player. Now, we've got a ball-winning midfielder as Crofts, because basically his role here is to sit and win the ball. That's all he has to do, sit in here, win the ball. He can attack at points because he has scored a few goals, Crofts, before, especially last season. I would have him as a box-to-box, but just to suit the formation, a ball-winning midfielder is perfect for him. We also got a roaming playmaker, and that more or less explains itself in the name. His job is basically to sit in the middle, win the ball, pass it, play the ball, pass it, get it, pass, you know what I mean? Just get the ball, knock it around. Which brings us on to our attacking three. Now again, this is very central. We did sort of go a bit wider towards the end, especially when we played 4-2-3-1 when Bulldog would play in that left midfield position. But João Teixeira, who's been brilliant, probably our best player apart from Calderon this year, was an advanced playmaker. Now, he would literally get the ball, run with it, do whatever. It's basically a free role for him in there. Do whatever he wants. That was what he was given, especially towards the end as he was playing that attacking midfield spot. Sam Bulldog was playing as a shadow striker. We should have played him as a striker, but we played him as a shadow, and towards the end he was playing left midfield. He did do alright, but he wasn't really used to it. If we had him as a... If we should have done, really, if we wanted to play this way, was have Bulldog up front with O'Grady, and then Teixeira in behind, but we didn't do that. We had him as a attacking midfielder, which is quite upsetting, really, because Bulldog has so much ability, as we saw that finish against Arsenal in the FA Cup. And lastly, I've got Chris O'Grady up front as the poacher. I wasn't sure if it was the poacher or target man, but considering we didn't really score any headers, I've got him as a poacher. Guys, so this is in Brighton's formation. We go attacking, fluid, and we're trying to do rotating possession, work ball into box, play out defence, look for overlap, exploit the flanks, and definitely a low tempo because we didn't really have that thing going forward. So yeah, this is the Brighton formation. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll definitely bring out more of different teams. But guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video.